Antonio Spurs going up against the Phoenix Suns.
The Spurs play before the hometown crowd here live in San Antonio, Texas. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And just a single game trip away from Phoenix here for the Suns. Guys, coming into this game, it's been 5 consecutive losses, so confidence obviously will be a key for them tonight.
Kevin, the streak has been very difficult since this team has struggled of late, and the struggles may continue. They've got a really tough challenge against this team.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Booker, T.J. Warren out there with Ayton, and it's Tyler Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the 3. Johnson kicks to Warren. Ayton with it. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. This arena in downtown Phoenix opened in 1992. Doris, in 2022, they can opt out of their lease. Otherwise, they'll be locked in for another 10 years.
Well, they're currently playing in the 6th oldest NBA arena, and the Suns are hoping to either renovate that building or build a brand new one. The question becomes, of course, who pays for it?
Now, here's Warren. We saw him with 19 points his last outing, and Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. AI outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
What I like here, AI challenging the defense inside, working for high percentage shots.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Igor Kokoshkov. David, what'd you find out?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
You don't pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. And AI doing that, finding the man breaking open.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Here's Gay. AI outside. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And it's Warren with the jam. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Kelly Oubre. Rashawn Holmes out there with Warren. Then it's Bridges. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Now, here's AI. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
You know, guys, we have seen success come out of G League players. When it comes to AI, that's on another level. And to me, the passion he brings has an effect on every member of his team.
And he sinks the second. Suns trail by 14. Johnson kicks to Warren. To the wing right side. Suns moving the ball around. Johnson gets the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's AI. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah.
And his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Patty Mills. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Jazz was terrific. He ended up with 19 points and also was a pest on defense with a lot of steals. He led the charge in what was another win for this team. They are firing on all cylinders. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
I think that's the kind of game that carries over, and he'll have every chance to do it because I've got to believe he's their #1 option.
And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014. One of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
Now, here's AI. 11 points in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. AI's got 13.
Well, yet another terrific possession from AI. He can be prolific and efficient. We're seeing the best from him this evening.
And Tyler Johnson, a 6'4" combo guard. Greg, talk about how he straddles that gap.
Yeah, I mean, a shooter with athleticism. I mean, the lefty's still developing that right hand, but improving as a playmaker and game management right before our eyes.
Well, you can't allow T.J. Warren to get this close to the cup. Once you do, you have to foul him.
You know, Doris, there's a lot to like about T.J. Warren's game, especially on the offensive end.
You're right. He's resourceful. He's versatile. There's enough size there to challenge you on the interior. He's worked on that perimeter skill. Just one of the guys who naturally knows how to score.
Now, here's AI. He's got 13. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Boy, firing the jumper as soon as he receives the pass. DeRozan doesn't give the defender any time to react.
Murray against Johnson. Down low, Warren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. For Phoenix, they have yet to miss from the free throw. And so it's San Antonio. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at AI, in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
I think, Greg, you love it when a role player is able to elevate their game. It makes every team better.
Gang and Aldridge are up front. AI is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. You know, a skill that doesn't show up in the box score, the drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. Lob pass to Warren. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Johnson attacking from the arc. Drops in the tray. Oubre's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Phoenix.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
It's AI on the wing. Defended by Booker. Puts it up from 12. Just 5 on the clock. AI right side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. AI number 1. Third is LaMarcus Aldridge.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Passes it to Warren. He kicks it to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Booker. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's AI. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Boy, when AI is attacking the offensive glass, you better put a body on him. He'll take advantage and make you look silly.
Pass to Oubre. The 3. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Inside. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Murray. Aldridge has got his first points in this one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. So San Antonio going with an almost... The pass to Booker. Holmes kicks to Oubre. Gay against Warren. And he banks in the layup.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Spurs leading by 10. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Warren is out there with Oubre. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. And that one's good by Gay. Here's Johnson. Outside Warren. Pass to Oubre. Johnson with it. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
AI left side. Rebounded by Holmes. Suns trail by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Sound mechanics, soft touch. Booker will be deadly from beyond the arc for a long, long time.
AI passes to Aldridge. In the corner, Murray with it. AI outside. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
For 3, Booker. That one's not going to go. And the Spurs going the other way now.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Well, I have always loved the willingness of DeMar DeRozan to mix it up physically. He's got a lean frame, but it doesn't mean he's got a lean game.
Got that one up quick. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
It's AI on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And with AI, yes, you get the athleticism, but you also get the focus. Nice job sticking with the play and finishing.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Suns trail by 14. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. .151 left to play in the final quarter. Booker.
Well, great job by AI to affect the shot. This guy has such great understanding of when to get into the space of a shooter.
Murray dishes to AI. Outside Aldridge. Just 5 to shoot. AI, no good. Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Johnson finds Booker. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
A high-volume scorer with terrific instincts. Booker can torture a defense when he gets rolling.
Stolen by Warren.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Spurs.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for AI.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Crawford outside. In the corner, Daniels. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.